How to get healthy.
Fit. Get on. Had better. Junk food. Just. Only. Miss. Real. Really? Recently. Wake up.
2. Describe the picture on page 41. 1. Sammy seems to be at the doctor's, and 2. He doesn't seem to be very well. 3. The doctor seems to be showing him a book, and 4. She seems to be telling him about it. 3. Listen and answer the questions.
Period 1. Activity 3. 1. Is Sammy sick, or has he hurt himself in an accident?
He's sick.
2. What does the doctor give Sammy?
A book.
3. A month later, does he seem to be better or worse than before?
He seems to be better.
Sammy is at the doctor's.
What's wrong, Sammy? You don't look very well.
You're right. I've been feeling quite sick for several weeks, and I've been getting tired quickly.
Have you been sleeping badly?
Yes, I have. And I haven't been playing well for my football team recently.
Have you been eating normally?
Well, no. I've been waking up late and missing breakfast.
So you've been going to school tired and hungry. And what have you been eating for lunch?
Just fries.
Sammy, fries are junk food. You need to start eating real food. And that includes fruit and vegetables.
Really?
Yes. And you'd better read this book. Get fit and healthy. Do what it says and then come back next month.
Thanks. I'll do that. I mustn't lose my place in the team.
A month later.
How have you been getting on since our talk last month?
Really well. I read the book and I've been doing what it says since then. I've been sleeping much better.
I can see that. You don't look tired today. Have you been eating better too?
Yes, and I feel much healthier now. Thanks for all your help.
Period 2. Activity 1 and Activity 2. 1.
How are you getting on with your school project? Not very well. I haven't started writing it yet.
2.
What has Ben been doing recently? He's been training very hard for the last month.
3.
I've got a really bad backache. Well, I think you had better go and see the doctor.
4.
How fit are you?
Not very. When I go running, I get tired very quickly.
5.
I never have a real lunch. I usually buy just a bag of chips. That's not very good for you. Chips are junk food.
6.
We've got a real problem. We haven't got any more food.
Really? That's terrible because I'm getting really hungry.
7.
The bus is going to leave at 6 in the morning and we mustn't miss it. That means we need to wake up at about 5.
3. Read again and answer the questions. At the time of conversation 1. 1. What has been happening to Sammy recently? He's been getting tired quickly. 2. What two things has he been doing badly? He's been sleeping badly and playing badly for the school team. 3. What two things has he been doing wrong at the start of the day? He's been waking up late and missing breakfast. 4. How has he been making things even worse later in the day? Eating junk food for lunch. 5. What kinds of food must he start eating? Fruit and vegetables. 6. Why do you think Sammy will do what the doctor says? Because he doesn't want to lose his place on the team. At the time of conversation 2. 1. What has he been doing better in the last month? List two things. He's been sleeping better and eating better. 2. How is he better now than he was a month ago? List two ways. He doesn't look tired and he feels healthier. 4. Work in pairs. Listen again and practice the conversation.
1.
How are you getting on with your school project? Not very well. I haven't started writing it yet.
2.
What has Ben been doing recently?
He's been training very hard for the last month.
3.
I've got a really bad backache. Well, I think you had better go and see the doctor.
4.
How fit are you?
Not very. When I go running, I get tired very quickly.
5.
I never have a real lunch. I usually buy just a bag of chips. That's not very good for you. Chips are junk food.
6.
We've got a real problem. We haven't got any more food.
Really? That's terrible because I'm getting really hungry.
7.
The bus is going to leave at 6 in the morning and we mustn't miss it. That means we need to wake up at about 5.
/have and been ending. 1. Read sentences 1 and 2. 1. I have been getting tired quickly. 2. I have not been playing well. Look at the sentences again. Tick. The best way to complete the statements. 1. These sentences both talk about actions that b. started in the past and have gone on happening until now. 2. We express actions like these with the present perfect continuous. Write about things that have been happening since they moved to London. 1. They have been going to school not far from their new home. 2. They have been making a lot of new friends. 3. They have been learning a lot of English. 4. She has been doing a project with her friend Tina. 5. He has been working on a different project with his friend Mike. 6. He has been playing for the under-14 school football team. 3. Read sentences 1 and 2. 1. I have been feeling quite sick for several weeks. 2. How have you been getting on since last month? Look at the sentences again. Tick the best way to complete the statements. 1. We use the present perfect continuous and since and for to talk about how long something b. has been going on happening. 2. We use b. since the starting time to show how long. 3. We use a. for the time from the start until now. 4. Write what Sammy said in conversation 2. Use the present perfect continuous. The last 4 weeks our last conversation. Use time phrases from the boxes. 4. The past month. The last 4 weeks. Since. My last time here. Our last conversation. 1. I have been waking up early in the morning for the past month. Wake up. 2. I haven't been missing breakfast since my last time here. Not miss. 3. So I haven't been going to school hungry for the last 4 weeks. Not go. 4. And I have been playing football much better since our last conversation. Play. 5. Write about yourself. Use the present perfect continuous and for and since. 1. A. I have been learning English for. B. I have been.
Awake. Exercise. Go on. Instead of. Put on weight. Something. Study. Test.
Word formation. Healthy. Unhealthy. Like. Dislike.
1.
Wake up! Wake up! We're late! Okay, I'm awake now. What time is it?
2.
I'm hungry. I really want something to eat.
Well, there isn't much here, but I can give you a sandwich.
3.
Did you walk very far yesterday? Yes, we went on all day. We were very tired last night.
4.
It's getting late, and there isn't time to go shopping in town.
Well, instead of that, we can go to the small shop near home.
5.
I've been putting on weight, and I need to lose about 5 kilos, I think. Then you should do more exercise. Why not come running with me?
6.
Sammy was quite unhealthy when he saw the doctor a month ago.
But now he's healthy again, because he's been eating and sleeping well.
7.
You're taking a lot of books home. Are you going to study all of them? Yes, I've got some big tests soon, and I need to get ready for them.
Excuse me, we're trying to find out about the way people live. You know, how healthily they live, that kind of thing.
I see. How can I help?
Oh, thank you. I need to ask you some questions. It won't take long.
Well, okay then. What do you need to know?
First then, how old are you?
I'm 14.
14. Good. And here's the next one. What weight are you?
I'm 42 kilograms.
I see. 42 kilograms. Thank you. And how tall are you?
I'm 1 meter 40.
Right. 1 meter 40. And finally, about how much exercise do you do every day?
That's quite difficult to say. About 45 minutes, I think.
Well, that's all. Thank you very much.
What is the girl's problem? 2. What is the boy's problem? 3. How do you think they feel? 4. What kind of text is this? How may it help the girl and boy? 2. Read and mark the statements true or false. 1. The picture of the girl and question 2 in the quiz go together. False. The picture of the girl goes with question 1. 2. In question 1, the A, B and C ideas are all bad. False. Idea C is good. 3. In question 2, the A, B and C ideas are all bad. False. Idea C is good. 4. Answers explains that 1B is the right thing to do. False. Idea IB is not a good thing to do. 5. Answers shows that 2C is the right thing to do. True.
Period 5, Activity 3. The Healthy Living Quiz by Julie Good.
Do you live a healthy life? You'd better do our quiz and find out. 1. You've been putting on weight and you want to lose some. Should you A. Start missing complete meals, B. Stop eating things like bread and rice, C. Do more exercise. 2. You've been studying late every night for a big test, and you've been drinking coffee to stay awake. But when you go to bed, you can't sleep. Should you A. Do lots of exercise before bed to make yourself tired, B. Stop trying to sleep and go back to your books, C. Stop drinking coffee late, finish work earlier, and do something quiet before bed. Answers. 1A. This is bad for you, so you'd better find another way. 1B. Your body can use fat instead of these things, and so you lose weight. But this can be unhealthy and dangerous, so you'd better not do this. 1C. This is the best way. What about walking for an hour every day? You could start a new sport too. 2A. Exercise every day can help you sleep, but not exercise just before bed. 2B. Bad idea. When you're tired, you'd better not go on. You can't learn anything. 2C. Coffee keeps you awake, so don't drink coffee late. And yes, do something quiet. This will help you to sleep.
One. Read to find information. First, read what these people want to do. Then get the information from the quiz to do these tasks. 1. Say what is wrong with their ideas. 2. Say what they can do instead. 1. I need to go to sleep quickly, so I'm going to go running before I go to bed and make myself tired. She shouldn't do exercise before she goes to bed. She should finish work earlier and do something quiet before going to bed. 2. I really want to lose weight fast, so I think I'd better stop eating for a week. She shouldn't stop eating. She should do more exercise. 3. I'm going to study very late all week, and I'm going to go to bed at 12 o'clock every night. Then I'm going to wake up at 3 o'clock every morning and start studying again. She shouldn't go to bed so late or get up so early. She should go to bed early. She shouldn't work when she is tired. 2. Work in pairs. Develop conversations with speakers 1 to 3 in Activity 1. Follow these steps. 1. Partner A. Choose to be one of speakers 1 to 3. Partner B. You are a friend. Prepare to give A some advice. 2. Develop the conversation. Partner A. I really want to lose weight fast, so I think I'd better stop eating for a week. Partner B. I don't think that's a very good idea. Partner A. Really? Why do you say that? Partner B. Because. Explain why. Partner A. What do you think I should do instead? Partner B. I think you'd better Give a better idea from the answers in the quiz. Partner A: thanks. I'll try to do that. 3. Partner B chooses to be a different speaker. 1 to 3. Partner A is a friend. Read quiz question 1 and the answers again. Then do the activities. 1. Explain the underlined words from answer 1B. Your body can use fat instead of these things. Your body can use fat instead of bread and rice. 2. Give examples of exercise from the passage. Walking, sport. 4. Read quiz question 2 and the answers again. Then do the activities. 1. Put ideas A, B and C in order from good to not very good and terrible. C, B, A. 2. Explain why you have put them in this order.
Period 7. Activity 2. 1.
Ali hasn't been sleeping very well at night. I think that's because he always has a sleep in the afternoon.
2.
Did Manira answer all the questions in her test last week?
Yes, and all her answers were right.
3.
I walked for hours by the river, all the way to the waterfall. Ah, yes, that was a beautiful walk, wasn't it?
4.
Thank you for all your help on Monday.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't really help very much.
5.
Have you started cleaning the kitchen yet? Yes, I made a start 20 minutes ago, but I'll need an hour to finish.
6.
We're drinking orange juice. Would you like some too?
Thanks, but I'd really just like a drink of cold water, please.
And write the names of the fruit and veg. 1. Sated. Dates. 2. Sanaban. Bananas. 3. Selpap. Apples. 4. Gibbs. Figs. 5. Sprag. Grapes. 6. Noisin. Onions. 7. Sorghum. Oranges. 8. Tostopa. Potatoes. 9. Sylvia. Olives. 10. Sametude. Tomatoes. 11. Sonmal. Lemons. Melons. 12. Smolson. Lemons. Melons. 4. List 5 kinds of fruit and vegetables that you really like. Choose from 1 to 12 in activity 3. Use commas like this, / like apples, dates, lemons, figs, and grapes. I like. List any of the fruit and vegetables 1 to 12 that you really dislike. 5. Work in pairs. Talk about your likes and dislikes. A. I really like. What about you? B. Ito, 2. Really don't like / dislike, I don't. I really. They're okay, but I prefer. One. Read sentences 1 to 4. 1. You had better do our quiz. 2. Had better not do this. 3. You could start a new sport. 4. What about walking for an hour? Look at the sentences again. Choose the best way to complete statements 1 to 4. 1. The speaker thinks it will be good for the listener to do / not do something. In 1 to 2 and in 3 to 4. 2. In 3 to 4, the speaker is giving an idea, but in 1 to 2 the speaker is giving some advice. 3. In sentences 3 to 4 the words in bold mean about the same. They are ways of making a suggestion. 4. We can change from you could start a new sport to what about? Like this, what about starting a new sport? 2. Add you had, you'd, better, or you had, you'd, better not. I feel really ill. You'd better not go to school today. You'd better stay in bed. You'd better take this medicine. You'd better not try to do anything today. 3. Add suggestions. Choose from these forms, and use the words in brackets. You could, or you could. What about, or what about? 1. Food shopping. Dima. What should we have for dinner? You. Some chicken / some burgers, what about having some chicken, or what about having some burger? Dima. And I want some fruit, but what kind should I get? You. Some apples / a melon, you could get some apples, or you could get a melon. 1. 2. Getting fit and healthy. Fuad. The doctor says I should do more exercise, but how? You. Go swimming / go running, what about going swimming or what about going running? Fuad. I need to find out more about healthy living, but how? You. Read this book / go on the internet, you could read this book, or you could go on the internet. One. Work in pairs. Ask and answer questions about these people. Then write. 1. Talk, 4 hours. Questions. How long have they been talking? Answer. They've been talking for hours. 2. Sleep, all day. Questions. How long has he been sleeping? Answer. He's been sleeping all day. 3. Cook, for 2 hours. Questions. How long has she been cooking? Answer. She's been cooking for 2 hours. 4. Watch, since 10 o'clock. Questions. How long has he been watching TV? Answer. He's been watching television since 10 o'clock. 5. Play, since 11:30. Questions. Long have they been playing? Answer. They've been playing since 11:30. 2. Work in pairs. Take turns at giving advice. Student A, talk about a problem that has been going on recently. Use the present perfect continuous. Student B, give advice with you'd better, or you should. 1A, I have been looking round town for a gift for my sister for hours. B, you should look for something on the internet. Continue with your own ideas. 3. Work in pairs. Take turns at making suggestions. Student A, talk about a problem or some advice you have been given. Student B, give further advice and suggestions with could, should, or would. 1A, Dad says I'd better not play computer games so much. B, he's right. You could stop for a week or 2. Continue with your own ideas.
Period 10, Activity 2, Part 1.
What's wrong, Manira? You don't look very well.
My mouth has been hurting a lot recently.
Poor you! How long has this been going on?
For about a week.
What have you been doing about it?
Not much. I've been busy.
Well, what about phoning and asking to see the doctor?
Good idea. I think I'll do that now.
Part 2.
What's wrong, Ali? You don't look very happy.
I've been missing my brother in America recently. He's studying in Washington.
That's sad. How long has he been over there?
For about 2 weeks.
What contact have you been having with him since then?
Not much. Just one short phone call. He's had a lot to do.
Well, why not email him and ask how he is?
Good idea. I think I'll do that this evening.
Part 3.
What's wrong, Huda? You look very sad.
I've been thinking about my grandfather. He's ill in hospital.
That's bad news. How long has he been in hospital?
For the last 2 days.
What have you been doing to help?
Nothing much, and I feel bad. But I haven't had time.
Well, what about visiting him today and taking some flowers?
Good idea. I think I'll do that this afternoon.
Period 10. Activity 3.
A. What's wrong, Munira? B. How long has this been going on? C. What have you been doing about it? D. Well, what about phoning and asking to see the doctor? One. Dima has been putting on weight recently, so she has started doing more exercise. 2. Sammy has been waking up late, missing breakfast and eating junk food, so he'd better start getting fit and healthy. 3. You should stop drinking coffee in the evening, finish work earlier, and just do something quiet before bed.
Two. Match these Unit 4 verbs to the dictionary entries. Complete the entries. Get on. Lose. Miss. Study. A. Study, verb 1, to learn a subject at school. This year, Mona is studying maths, science, Arabic, English, history and art at school. 2. To do work like reading and homework. I will need to study hard to do well in the test. 3. To read or look at something very carefully. We studied the map to find the best way home last night. B. Get on, verb 1, to talk about how well someone is doing something. How are you getting on at school? Fine, thanks. 2. To do what you were doing before, but harder or faster. There was still a lot to do, so we got on quickly. 3. To be warm to another person, like a friend. Those sisters like doing things together. They get on very well with each other. C. Lose, verb 1. Not to know where something is. I've lost my book. Have you seen it? 2. Not to win a game or a race. Our team can't win. We're losing 5-1. 3. Not to have something that you had before. She was ill for a long time, and she lost her job. D. Miss, verb 1, to not touch or have a crash with something. We flew very low over some trees, but we missed them and came down on a road near them. 2. To be late for something. Jay was late and I missed my plane by 2 minutes. 3. To feel sad because someone has gone and is not with you now. Now that she has moved to Cairo, he's missing her very badly. 3. Find the meanings of the verbs. Read and think about the verbs in italics. Then find their meanings, 1, 2 or 3 in the dictionary entries. Label them 1, 2 or 3. I want to do well at my new school, so I'm studying hard. 2. We're getting on well with our planting this year, and we've almost finished. 2. I'll have to train harder, or I'll lose my place in the team. 3. We can't wait until you come home for the holidays. We miss you. 3. 4. Work in pairs. Make up more examples of the verbs in their other meanings.